got to go out on the field and play. That psychological advantage will last 3 minutes.
Right. Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
Dr. Skip. Dr. Skip, whose prognosis is never correct.
You sit around here talking about something like you Dr. Phil, talking about psychological. They have the psychological advantage. Stop it.
Stop it. You got the psychological advantage.
They looked into his eyes.
He knows the National Football League doesn't know that, or the NCAA, apparently.
Right.
What the hell does Skip know? He knows publicity.
Oh, he gets it right once in a while. Yeah, I got to tell you, you go back to the beginning of the season, and he picked those Eagles to win the Super Bowl, man. I hate him. I'll hate him.
God, you know what? If they do, we're going to have to eat so much crow.
I know.
So much crow.
Well,
I got an email at the end of this show that we're just going to have to sit around and suck it up to.
The crow doesn't bother me. It's losing the ability to point at Philadelphia and say, you have no ring.
Right.
You have no ring. I can't stand the thought of them having a ring.
Right. Right. You know, it's fun to say, yeah, your football trophy case looks real cute with that Arena League thing in there.
Yeah.
And that's it. But, well, come on, Arizona.
Yeah, go Cardinals.
Go,
what is that?
Come on, God, get back with your boy Kurt Warner one more time for the big show.
All right, so Jay Crawford, who hosts First Take, now asks Skip and Stephen A. if the Dallas Cowboys should part ways with one T.O.
That is the most obvious question you have ever asked me in the history of this show. Absolutely and obviously it is, and you know in your heart I'm right about this, Mr. Smith.
Please.
Now, I don't think Jerry Jones will dismiss Terrell Owens because I think he thinks he needs him to sell tickets to the new stadium next year, but obviously he should. I have called this man Team Obliterator for a very valid reason, because clearly he has wrecked the psyches of every team he's been on and every quarterback he has played with, now including Tony Romo.
All right, Tom, you're a Cowboys fan and a fairly objective one, even though we do spend an inordinate amount of time on this show defending those bastards. Tell me, what was it that was precipitated the Cowboys' downfall this year? Was it Terrell Owens?
No, not at all. He didn't have anything to do with it.
You had 4 games missed by your starting quarterback.
Right.
Which came back strong.
Right.
All right, so what happened coming down the stretch? Was it one player you could pin it on?
No, you couldn't.
Well,
I mean, it was.
I wonder what Skip's talking about.
It was the offensive line. It was Romo. It was play calling. It was and what it was all year long was a complete lack of discipline, which I talked about. There's no discipline. That's coaching.
Well, we saw that when we saw the HBO thing. I mean, geez, have you ever seen a coach cut a guy like that? I'm real sorry. Come on in and have a cupcake, all right? Come on. You know, have you ever seen a coach cut a guy like that? Jesus Christ.
Right.
Of course he doesn't have any discipline. He thinks all of them are his friends.
All right, now Stephen A. is going to respond.
You know what? You get on my nerves. You really do.
Oh, you're going to tell him about it now.
Damn, that was quick.
You get on my nerves. You really do with this. Because, see, what bothers me about it is that, you know, you don't hold the right people accountable enough.
Right.
I understand that T.O. can be a headache. I understand he could be a brat. I also know the man can play some football. And when I think about the Dallas Cowboys and the apparatus that they have in place in terms of their leadership, where is it? I'm talking about holding the right people accountable. Jerry Jones, you need a football man because you are not one. You have money, but you need to cut the check and move upstairs and mind your own business and let people make the football decision. You, Wade Phillips, you're not head coaching material. You are born to be a coordinator. That is who you are. Jason Garrett, you're not much better.
That is who you are.
Romeo, excuse me, you're not stepping up in big moments. Before you even discuss T.O., you have to deal with those situations.
Yep.
He's 100% right.
He is. Yeah.
He is 100% right. The only people that don't see it are most of the Cowboy fans.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I would think after the way the season ended, they would see it.
I don't know. I tell you what, aside from the fact that Owens is still productive, I tell you what, in all honesty, man, Romo makes too many friggin' mistakes in clutch situations. And you could say that on a million different reasons, but what it always boils down to in football is what's the quarterback doing?
Right.
And he's making mistakes.
Yeah, he takes too many chances. Is what it is.
It doesn't work for Favre anymore, does it?
No, and that's a lack of discipline.
I just want to remind you, Tom, that Favre's last play in the NFL resulted in him getting clocked on that hit and lateral.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
You can see it in your head right now, can't you?
Yes.
He got destroyed. Oh, that was funny. Anyway, back to the show.
Brett Favre.
Yeah.
He did. He laid on the ground and said, I'm retiring. The hell with this. Oh, dang. Who the hell lateraled it to me? What's it? God dang it.
Well, now this is funny because Stephen A. now gets into it with Jay Crawford, and I don't usually see that. It's always, him and Skip back and forth. Well, now he's going to go after Jay Crawford, too.
Let's look at T.O. on his own, though.
Listen,
69 catches this year.
Excuse me.
69 catches. That's not T.O.
It does. It sounds like a chicken coop.
What? Excuse me.
What? Excuse me.
What? Excuse me.
Wait a minute, I've got Skip saying that. Hang on. Wait a minute. Here we go.
Excuse me.
What? Excuse me.
Excuse me.
No.
Excuse me. Jesus Christ. If you're his father, aren't you like putting your hand in your head? I'm going, oh God, it's his mother's fault for making him wear a dress until he was 5.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay, wait a minute. Don't say anything. Just listen. All right.
Excuse me.
No. What? Excuse me.
No.
It sounds like the Three Stooges.
It does, doesn't it?
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Oh, hell, I'd never heard that one before.
What? Excuse me.
I like Stephen A. What? Excuse me.
Excuse me.
What? Excuse me. No.
No.
That's funny. All right, let's continue here.
Oh, first of all,
It's not 100.
First of all, watch your tone because you sound like Skip right now. Let me check you for a second.
I'm just asking you to answer the question.
I am
Don't
answering the
push
question.
blame off on everybody else.
Why can I not?
Let's look at T.O. We're talking about T.O.
What
here.
receiver you know produces when the quarterback doesn't? I don't know that person. If you are Tony Romo, the pressure gets to you. You're distracted. You walking around. Well, if I win, I win. If I lose, it's just a game. You come back next year. You try again. This laissez-faire attitude towards winning. What kind of champion do you know acts like that? Champions step up in pressure moments. They wear it on their sleeve. It aches them. It kills them. They're depressed. They're not happy. This man acted. He got romped. I was there. I covered the game. I was there in Philadelphia. Got stomped and beat down by the Philadelphia Eagles and looked as if he was ready to go to Tony Romo's or Fridays or Ruby Tuesdays or something to meet up with Jessica Simpson. He didn't seem phased at all. That is a problem. If you got that problem at your quarterback position, don't come talking to me about some receiver. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Skip goes, okay.
Damn, has Jessica fallen off that far that they can only go to Fridays?
This man looked as if he was ready to go to Tony Romo's or Fridays or Ruby Tuesdays or something to meet up with Jessica Simpson.
Hey, why don't you meet me at Fridays, Tony? I'm going to get some of the barbecued chicken skins.
No, honey, let's go to Ruby Tuesdays.
I don't like Ruby Tuesdays. They don't have the good chicken skins. God damn it, Tony.
Oh, come on.
Could you imagine Stephen A. Smith talking sports with his friends in like the town square, sitting on a bench or something, middle of the lunchtime?
Why can I not?
Right.
He'd get arrested.
Yeah.
People would be looking at him like he was getting ready to pull out a gun and start assaulting people. You imagine him flying around inside. What are you talking about? What? You just best watch your tongue. You sound like Skip.
Don't come talking to me about some receiver. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Okay. Don't talk to me no more.
Oh, that's great. All right, one more clip of these two, man, and this is the final, and this is the best stuff. Listen to this.
Jerry Jones, the ultimate Barnum and Bailey showman, threw 3 grenades into that locker room. Pacman, Tank, and Team Obliterator. And predictably, it exploded. And now he's gotten rid of 1, Pacman, 2, Tank, and the ultimate
Why'd you
grenade...
bring up Bill Parcells? Didn't Tony Romo botch the snap and lost the playoff game to Seattle?
But
Excuse
the team
me?
was out of control.
How are they out of control?
I said this...
How are they out of control? Wait a minute.
How are they out of control? How are they out of control, Tom? How are they out of control?
It's great.
mix that with the Kelly thing.
With the oh God! Now see, I wasn't ready for that.
Sorry.
Okay, hold on. Just
Kelly! Yeah! Alex Stroh!
It sounds like some backup singers from Motown or something.
right. Well, there's more. Listen.
This guy.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, you
Stop
know
it.
I'm right.
Stop
about
it.
this.
Stop
You
it.
just want another.
You've been hating on it. You always talking about me.
Because I'm
You've been
just telling
hating
the
on it for
truth.
years.
I'm just.
You've been hating on it for years.